Hello everyone, we are back with another video. We are looking at single cylinder diesel engine test rig. Okay, so this is how the single cylinder engine looks, and by just looking at it you can identify whether it is a air cooled or water cooled. If there are fins, it's air cooled. Now you can't see any fins here, it's a water cooled engine. Okay, and let's have a closer look from outside how the engine looks. So this is the camshaft. Okay, it is connected to camshaft, and here somewhere the crankshaft will be there. So here the bigger gear, inside there will be a bigger gear and smaller gear, and the center of crankshaft somewhere here. Okay, and from this side you can see this is the flywheel, which is again connected to crankshaft. Okay, this is the engine body, then engine block. Inside there will be a cooling passage, and then will be a cylinder and piston. Okay, then you have engine head. On engine head there is a injector. Okay, and you can see this pipe, it will go up to the fuel pump. See, it is going up to this fuel pump. Okay, and again this fuel pump will be operated by a cam, and that cam will be on again this camshaft. Okay, so at desired location this will be operated and fuel will be given to the engine. Okay, now this is the inlet and this is the exhaust. So just by looking at it you can identify which is in and which is out. So how to identify? Because exhaust line will be very hot, so there will be provision, or by just looking at it you can identify which line is hotter. So see, there is a covering on this exhaust line. So this is the exhaust line, this is the inlet line, this is a plastic pipe, so you can identify it can't be connected to exhaust line. Okay, then on the top of head there is a rocker box. This is called as rocker box. So why it is called rocker box, we'll have a look. Okay, we'll just open it and have a look inside. See, there are two rocker arms. Okay, so when the camshaft operates, you can have a look. When camshaft operates, you can see this rocker arm will move up and down. Okay, and this will operate the inlet and exhaust valves. Okay, here are two valves which will open inside the head. Okay, and there is one lever. It is always there when you need to start the engine manually, because this is the decompression lever. So whenever you turn lever in this way, it will slightly press the inlet valve or exhaust valve. Okay, and what will happen now, whenever you try to rotate the engine, the compression will not happen. So engine can be rotated very easily, and when certain RPM is reached, you will just move down this lever. Now that momentum given to flywheel, that will overcome the compression, and first cycle will begin and engine will start. Okay, so this is the rocker box. Okay, and to every moving part lubrication is necessary. So there will be a oil sump inside this body. Okay, and this is the oil drain plug. Okay, whenever you need to change the oil, you drain the oil from this side, and when you want to fill the oil, you can fill from this side also, or you can directly pour oil on this rocker box. Okay, and that oil will again go back to the sump. So see, where you need lubrication, we have studied in the theory. Lubrication is needed in the piston and cylinder, crankshaft, again this rocker, everywhere where there is a relative motion, the lubrication is needed. So you can see here there will be inside, there will be a fuel not fuel pump, oil pump, and that pump will provide high pressure oil to the various engine parts. So you can see this line is going to several locations, and here one of the line is coming back to the rocker box. Okay, here also there are moving parts, so you need lubrication here also. Okay, you can see another lubrication on this side also. There is a smaller pipe here, you can see. Okay, you need a lubrication to the main bearing here. Okay, main bearing, what is the main bearing, we have seen in the cut section video also. So that main bearing, the oil is supplied through this. Okay, now we'll come back to the cooling. So see, this is the water line going inside. Okay, and this is the water line on this side which is coming outside. Okay, these are inlet and outlet lines for water, cooling water. Okay, now this is all about the engine, what we have seen several times in lectures also. Now if you want to check the performance of this engine, so there should be something to measure input to the engine, and there should be something to measure the output of the engine. Okay, so first of all we will see how to measure the output. So what is the output? Output of the engine is power. What is power? Torque into angular velocity. So we need to measure first torque and second is angular velocity. Okay, so let's see what is the arrangement for measuring the RPM. So there will be RPM meter, you must have seen in other practicals also. So RPM meter will be directly connected to this camshaft, and whatever RPM you get, you just multiply it by 2, because camshaft will be running at half of the RPM of crankshaft. So you are measuring the RPM of camshaft here. Okay, then you will multiply that by 2, you will get the RPM. So you are good to go for the torque, because you know the RPM now. So for measuring torque there are several different types of dynamometer. So here you can say this is the brake drum dynamometer. You can have a closer look. Okay, this is the drum which will be rotated by this crankshaft. Okay, and to stop, or let's say to oppose the motion of this, you have this rope. Okay, this rope is connected to the fixed end at one location, and is connected to the let's say spring balance on the second end. So whatever reaction or whatever force or let's say tension between these two, one will be higher tension, one will be lower tension. So difference between these two will give you the total torque, or let's say force applied at this circumference. And if you multiply that force, whatever reading you are getting here, if you multiply that by radius of this flat surface, or let's say this wheel, you will get the torque. So in this way you will come to know what is the torque of the engine